Hi, this is Amber Garvey from the A-Team. We're going to talk about two important things that you can do on your Chromebook, doing screenshots and now screen recording. So let's talk about how to use the screenshot tool. When I go to the bottom and have my menu pop up, if I click on this menu, you'll notice there's a screen capture button. You can also get the screen capture to appear by pressing Control, Shift, and Overview. But I'm going to use the button. So when I click on that button, I get a series of tools across the bottom. The first thing that you'll notice is the direction in the middle says drag to select an area to capture. That's because this middle icon is selected, and that's to take a partial screenshot. To the left of that is take a full screen screenshot. And to the right of that is to take a window screenshot. So we're going to look at all three of these, but for now I'm going to do the partial screenshot so you'll see how this works. So it says drag to select an area. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this little text area right here, and I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag across, and you see how it's turning white. And when I get it where I want it, I'm going to release. There are some buttons on the outside, so if I needed to adjust it just a little bit, I have some time. And notice it gives me this awesome magnifier too, so I can make sure I'm getting it exactly where I want it. I'm going to release, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to click the capture button. So once I do that, you'll notice that in the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, it says it's been copied to the clipboard. So I could go directly to a Google Doc or somewhere and paste that. But the other thing that's happened is it's also put it in my downloads, and now there's a little area that's called the tote that's right next to your bottom toolbar right here that has your time and your internet, and it's called the tote. And so when you have something inside your tote, you can click on it and access it. So the tote is a place where you can pin files, and it's also where your screen captures are going to go. So that was using the screen capture tool using a partial screen grab. So now let's go back to screen capture. And this time I'm going to change my tool to be full screen. So when I click full screen, you'll notice my entire screen kind of has an overlay on it, and the directions say click anywhere to capture the full screen. So this one's super easy. So I'm just going to click anywhere, and notice it grabbed the entire screen, and I can either edit it, delete it, or it's copied to the clipboard. Or I can just close that because I can get to it later. And if I come down here, now I have two things in my tote. So now let's look at the third option. And in order to show you that, I'm going to try to change this so that it's one window. And actually, I'm going to divide this a little bit so you'll be able to see some things. So I'm going to drag these apart. So now I have two different windows of Chrome. So now I'm going to go over to my tool and choose Screen Capture. And I'm going to change it to Window. Now, it's going to ask me which window. So am I going to use this one, and notice how it highlights it, or I can move my cursor and it selects the other window. So whichever window you have open, you're going to click on it, and it's going to screen grab that particular window. And again, it's going to go into my tote. So I'm going to actually put these back together so that you can see how that works. So again, to make that happen, you go into your side menu and you use screen capture. Now, all the things that we've been using have been using the screen capture tool. So it's taking a screenshot of either your whole screen, a partial version of your screen, or take a window screenshot. But there is a toggle here that enables you to actually do some screen recording. So I'm actually going to change it over to the screen record. Before we start recording, we're going to make sure we're on record, and we're going to click the gear because there's something very important that we have to decide. Are you going to be recording your microphone? And if you are, you're going to want to toggle that on so that you will be recording your microphone. Now, I do want to point out that when you are doing screen recordings, it is not recording your face. It's only recording the screen, what you're doing on the screen. And if you have this toggled on, it will also be recording your microphone. So now I've gone back over to this page and I want to record my screen. So I make sure that I'm on camera mode, and when I move my cursor now, you can't see it, but it's shaped like a camera. And as soon as I click my screen, I get this countdown, and then it's going to begin recording. So right now I could be recording something for my students, and if you hover over the bottom, you'll notice there's a little record button and it's telling me I'm recording right now. So I'm recording something so I could show them. They can go to Jamboard. If they want to create a new jam, I can show them how to do that and how to make a new Jamboard. And now they have a jam, and I can go over the tools and how they're supposed to use the tools on the side. I can tell them how to name their jam. So basically, you can share with them how to do something. And when you are finished recording, you'll go down and click Stop Screen Recording. Then you'll notice that you have a video that you can, it says your screen recording is taken, and now it's actually recorded my entire screen. So I'm going to close that, and we talked a little bit about files in another video, but I'm going to go over to my files, and again, all three of those things I've done are in my tote. But if I go to my files, I can look in videos, and I can see there's my screen recording I just did. Screen recordings on your Chromebook are going to be saved as .webm files, which is a web version of a video recording. And then I can go into images and see the 3 screenshots that I took today. So you have a variety of ways to access those files, but you can also go straight into that tote and see your screen captures as well. But you know, it only did 3, but it also gives me the ability, if I want to pin one of these captures so that I can always use it, I can use it there. Now, I just want to review for you while we're here that if there are any of these that you want in your Google Drive, so they're not just on your Chrome device, you can open up your Google Drive, find a folder that you want to put it in. So this is my digital storytelling folder, and maybe I want to make sure and have that screenshot in my digital storytelling folder. I can actually click and drag that and drop it straight into my Google Drive, and now it's opened that folder, and so I can just drop it in there. So you can definitely go through and add some things from your files on your Chromebook, like your video files, and you can drag and drop them into Google Drive so that you don't have to just get to them on your Chrome device. You also can access them through Chrome on the web by logging into your Google Drive. So that is how easy it is to take screenshots and screen recordings. So hopefully this has been helpful for you to learn how to take screenshots and screen recordings using just your Chromebook.